Hello, hello, hello. This is Rich Kale here on YouTube. Rich Gen X elsewhere, Richard of the Classic Gamers Guild, and we are returning to Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Father.
This
Now,
is the last.
Yeah, the last page of inventory. Now, we have money. Money.
Those two are
Money.
$100 in cash. That's the most money Gabriel had in his pockets in 2 years.
Yeah, I can understand that feeling. And now, we get Willie Jr.
See you later.
See ya.
Wouldn't wanna be ya.
Hi.
Okay, Rocky Carroll. Let's talk about Willie. Let's see.
Can I ask you just a few more questions?
Whatever, man.
Okay.
Are you still interested in selling that crocodile mask?
Or you show me $100 and the mask is yours.
Okay. I will show you $100. Oh.
What's the significance of St. John's
Hey, let's
Eve?
get that in there.
It's the biggest night of the year in Voodoo.
What goes on exactly?
I couldn't say.
Yeah, I think you can say, Vance. Don't you just love it how you know characters from other titles?
I have $100. You still want to sell that crocodile mask?
That's $100, sure enough. The mask, it's yours, sir.
And don't forget the oil.
Here you go. Careful it don't bite you now.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't you go forgetting your lagniappe. A free bottle of Master Gambling Oil.
The sign said I could get Lady Luck oil instead.
Well, I wasn't thinking a man as young as you would be needing that kind of remedying. But if you's having problems with your...
Oh, that's all right. Believe me, I don't need it. I'll just stick with this. Thanks, anyway.
Of course, it ain't none of my business if you do need it.
I don't need it.
Of course you don't.
Just like no man needs that little blue pill. For definite. Alright, let's go back to Napoleon House. Who's that guy with that drum?
That tabletop has an inlaid chessboard. A man in a loud tie stares morosely at a chessboard. A sharp-eyed gentleman in a grey sports coat hunches over a chessboard, chuckling to himself. Gabriel and the bartender are old pals. His name is Stonewall King, and he knows everybody round here.
Well then, Stonewall, let's talk to you here.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Okay.
What's the significance of St. John's Eve?
Let's see if he knows.
All I know is it's some kind of voodoo holiday.
Ah.
Does the phrase caprice encore mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's a drink.
Oh. Then I probably don't know anything about it.
Let's see.
Can you tell me anything about a secret voodoo hound fool?
I can kidding. Around here? Hope they aren't serving drinks.
Well, if they are, I don't think anyone's right around one.
Yeah. Alright.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. When they're not fighting, they're over each other.
Hello.
In other words, they're in love.
Yeah, that's true.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
See those old guys at the chess table?
Yeah.
That's Sam and Marcus. They played every day for 20 years.
Wow.
Sam, the one with the purple jacket, he's lost every one of those games. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him beat guys twice as good as Marcus. But Marcus has Sam so psyched out, he loses his nerve every time.
Interesting.
What can you tell me about your regulars in here?
I'd call you a regular, Gabe. And one of our local writer celebrities, too. Been coming in here, what, 10 years now?
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
We're still waiting for that bestseller.
It's coming.
Don't hold your breath.
All right.
Tell me about the street musicians around here.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes, you know? Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been a drummer outside Napoleon House since the day it opened. I like drums, but this character really gets on my nerves. It sounds like the same thing over and over. I just want to say, enough already.
Sounds like my life. Tell me about yourself.
A good bartender listens to other people's life stories without telling his own.
Very true. Okay.
Excuse me. I hate to interrupt your game, but could I ask you a few questions?
What game? This isn't a game. It's a slaughter.
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Let's see.
Nothing like a good game of chess, huh?
Yeah, well, this isn't a good game. This is torture.
Oh, well. Have fun.
Checkmate. Again.
Son of a bitch.
Looks like he could use a little luck.
The small...
Okay.
Gabriel has no reason to think Sam might be interested.
Let's try talking to him again.
Are you sure I can't bother you with a few questions?
Mister, please, I'm trying to turn this game around.
Yeah, right. Got a crowbar?
Shut up, you bastard.
Gabriel... Gabriel...
I have to give it to him.
Are you...
Mister,
Yeah.
shut up.
What do you guys do when you're not playing chess?
I used to be a jeweler. Marcus here was a butcher. Come to think of it, he still is. Now we just sit here and play chess all day. Actually, Marcus plays. I just sit here and let him win.
You come here a lot, don't you?
Every ever-loving day of my life for 20 years.
Nothing like a...
Yeah.
Oh,
Gabriel... Messing with the stool with...
So how am I supposed to give it to him?
somebody's using it.
That would be... A man... That wouldn't...
Are you sure I can't bother you with a few questions?
Mister, please, I'm trying to turn this game around.
Yeah, right. Got a crowbar?
Shut up, you bastard.
Well, there's something I gotta do to get him to take that oil. Let's see. I wonder if I can get him to look at this.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this, a clay mold? Interesting. I am a jeweler, you know. But I'm retired. I'm gonna sit right here in this frickin' chair until I beat this bastard.
Ah.
You planning to be buried in that chair, then?
Well then, let's see if this'll help. No. Yeah, let me try and do this. Now he's seen the clay mold. Let's see.
Gib,
Are you sure?
Mister!
Yeah.
Shut up.
What do you guys?
Are you... Back,
Gabriel,
you bastard.
You're a sore loser, Sam.
Gib,
Well, let me see if I can try that clay on him again.
Are you?
I told you I'm busy with this old fart.
Are you?
Gib,
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
You bastard.
You're a sore loser, Sam.
Let's try this now.
Gabriel had
But he won't.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
why put the oil? Why put
Does this?
Yeah.
a sharp, that wouldn't. Gabriel has no reason.
You come here.
Yes, there's gotta be a way to
Nothing
do
like
it.
it. Oh well.
Why put that would.
Somebody's you.
Gabriel thinks he'll leave the man.
There's gotta be something. Am I missing something? Yeah, I'm missing something here.
That wouldn't. That would.
Somebody's you. Some.
With all the.
Sorry to bother you, but could I ask you a few questions?
I'm not the chatty type, am I, Sam?
No, you old bastard, you're not.
Besides, I'm busy sucking poor old Sam dry. Go bug someone else.
Ah, you're a real sweetheart, Marcus, you bastard.
Are you sure I can?
Miss,
Yeah.
shut up.
What do you got?
Are you back?
But I show him that.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, get away from me with her, will you?
I'm gonna get him to leave. How? This is gonna be a tricky one, isn't it? I gotta figure out how to do that. There's always something. There's something I'm missing, aren't I?
You know, Sam, you're just about the worst chess player I ever knew.
Shut up, Marcus.
I wonder if that's what I need to hear.
Gabriel has no reason to think Sam might be interested in that voodoo oil.
Come on, come on! I'm growing fungus already.
Shut up. You are a fungus.
Gabriel has no reason to think Sam might be interested in that voodoo oil.
Yeah, well, yeah, he should be. Maybe I haven't unlocked it.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Let's see.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo? I don't believe in it myself. I invented a drink once called Laveau's Tomb, but it wasn't very popular. Some people do believe, though. Even some of our regulars here at Napoleon House.
Oh.
That guy Sam, the chess player, oh, he's really into voodoo. He's always talking about spells and gree-gree and stuff.
Ah.
Right. Thanks.
Well, you see, that's what we were missing. I think.
So what has Sam told you about voodoo?
Yeah.
Well, about 50 years ago, Sam was too shy to talk to this pretty girl he was in love with. He went to a voodooine and had her make him a love charm. It was a little pouch that he had buried under the girl's gorge.
Yeah.
He buried the pouch, and the next day, he went up and talked to the girl. And, sure enough, she did eject him. Now she's his wife. Poor guy.
Well,
So what?
That's about all.
okay. That was very helpful.
Don't listen to Sam about your game.
I don't have a game. That's my problem. You touch those cases while I'm gone, you bastard.
Yeah, right.
Thought you might be interested in this gambling oil.
Let me see that. Master, damn oil. What's it for?
Don't you ever wonder why markers win every time?
Get out of here. Marcus never something like this.
Well, that's what you want to believe. This is our voodoo oil.
Go on. Really?
This voodoo oil will make a nun get lucky.
Really? You think it really works?
Ah!
I'd stake my reputation as a novelist on it.
That's not much.
Marcus uses this. That explains a lot. Let me see that bottle. Oh, this looks authentic.
Oh, it is.
If I could really beat that bastard. Stonewall, give me a Pim's cup, would you? I'm not, Sam. How much do you think I'd have put in here?
Careful, you don't want to overdo it. Too much luck can be dangerous.
Very true.
There's no such thing as too much. Now say anything. Come on already. I'm ready to checkmate. We'll see about that, Mr. Schmutty Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Checkmate. Checkmate, you bastard.
Son of a bitch.
20 years I've been waiting to say that. Checkmate, checkmate, checkmate.
You are the biggest butthead Sam Singleton that I ever met.
Checkmate.
You can just put this chessboard where the sun don't shine.
Hallelujah, I did it. Yippee.
Nice game.
Nice game. Hell, I was brilliant. Of course, I gotta give some of the credit to that oil of yours.
Hey.
I've been losing to that guy for 20 years. If you ever need a favor, you come to Sam, you hear?
Will do.
Well then, I've got a favor.
Could you do anything with this?
What is this? A clay mold? Well, I am a jeweler, you know. And I owe you one. Would you like me to cast this for you?
Hey, we.
If you can.
You got it, pal. Actually, it'll be a pleasure to get my tools out. First time in years. I've been too busy playing that goddamn game. I'll have the bracelet tomorrow. Meet me here.
Great, thanks.
Okay. Well, now that can be taken care of. Now I want to just double check the park. And I think that'll...
It's getting
Ah!
late.
We did the park. That's
Gabriel
right. Did that in the
decides
last
to go
one.
home for the day.
It is the end of day 3. Day 3 is over. And Grace is leaving. And hello!
Excuse me. I'm going inside.
Oh, excuse me, I'm afraid St. George's is closed for the day.
I'm not a customer. I'm here to see the owner.
Oh.
Why don't you just leave your name and number with me, and I'll tell him you stopped by.
Listen, if Gabriel is here, he'll want to see me. Is he here?
Really couldn't say for certain, but in the morning...
Gracie, say goodnight.
Ugh.
You came. I didn't think you would.
I didn't think I would either.
Your eyes. Oh, I could show you around a little. It's not much, but...
Please, don't. I couldn't focus on much of anything right now.
Yeah, I know. God, what is it about you?
Just shut up and kiss me.
And this is where stock footage would come in right now. Day 4. I spoke to one who smelled of death. He gave to me his ears, and crosses that were marked were made into a veil of tears. Cheerful. But we're on day 4. And there's Malia leaving. And the paper coming. And here's Grace picking up the paper. The Gabriel awakens. What the hell?
You're not speaking to me this morning?
Don't be silly. I just have nothing to say.
Did you find out anything about that pattern I gave you?
Yeah, I did find something. I checked the microfiche at the public library. I found an article about a murder in 1810. The newspaper published a part of the pattern found around the body. It looks damn close.
You're incredible. All that work.
Forget it.
Have it your way.
Alright, I just want to read the paper here.
Moving that... Times-Picayune, dated June 21st, 1993. Gabriel's eye is immediately drawn to an article about the Voodoo murders. He scans it quickly.
I don't believe this. They've closed the case.
What case?
The Voodoo murders case. The paper says that the police have learned that the murders were the result of an underworld cartel war, and that the war is over.
That's not good.
It's ridiculous. What about the killers? And the voodoo angle, they never got anything on that.
I know you were into it, Gabriel. But if it's over, that's hardly a negative. Anyway, if you're that upset, why don't you talk it over with your pal Mosley?
You don't get it, Grace. Just forget it, okay?
Gabriel decides to check his horoscope, despite his disgust. Death walks close to you today. Resist temptation. lest his eye fall on you.
Peachy.
Yeah. Cheerful.
Have you noticed this guy outside the shop?
Yeah. He gives me the creeps. I wish he'd go away.
Well, the creepy guy aside, we have things to do.
I'm out of here. Try not to sell out the store while I'm gone.
Have fun.
Yeah. Alright. Off to Grandma Knight.
Gabriel, come in.
Yeah, let's talk with Grandma.
Hi, Gran.
Make yourself at home, son.
In essence, it is his home. To a degree. We have some questions to ask
Can we
you.
talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
Okay. Let's ask about, let's see.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
I don't know what else to tell you, dear.
Oh, yeah, we already talked to her about that, but let's talk to her about Wolfgang.
Do you know anyone named Wolfgang Ritter?
As I said, your granddad's surname was originally Ritter. I never learned much about his family, but from things he said, I always thought he had a brother back in Germany.
So that
I
could
don't
be
know
Wolfgang.
if Wolfgang Ritter is related to your granddad or not.
Anything else?
Do you know any...
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that covers what we need to really cover with her. So let's head back. Let's get our bracelet.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
There's every other topic we've covered. I'm certain of that. And we'll know later if we failed to cover something.
Sam, my man.
Hey there, it's you. I got that bracelet for you.
Oh, good.
This piece was a real toughie. For some reason, the metal just wasn't setting. I must be out of practice.
Well, it looks good to me. Thanks, Sam.
No problem. By the way, I'm heading out of town tonight.
Oh?
Yeah, where to?
Marcus used to tell me that if I ever beat him at chess, he'd take me around the world.
The old bastard has enough money stuffed in his mattress to cover the federal deficit, and he hates spending a penny of it. I'm gonna enjoy watching him squirm through every mile.
Sounds like fun. Good luck.
Are you kidding? Luck is my middle name.
Alright. Let's see. Now, let's go talk to Mostly. Or at least get to the police station to talk to Mostly. We'll talk to him, and I think after that we will call it a night.
Hey, Mostly. Knight, come on in.
Knight, I hate to tell you this, but you're out of a book. The Voodoo murders case has been closed.
I had a feeling you were going to say that, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Okay.
What's the status on the Voodoo murders case?
The case? What case? I told you. The Voodoo murders case is closed.
How can you just close it? It's not solved, is it?
Oh, it's solved. Turns out the Chicago Mafia was trying to invade local territory, using Mississippi for drug running now that Florida's so hot. What we had here was a little resistance from local businessmen. Word came in this morning that the Chicago group is giving up and pulling out of New Orleans.
But that doesn't bring the killers to justice.
No.
Well, the boys upstairs seem to figure it this way. Let the slime kill each other. Better the vermin we know than the Chicago vermin, I guess. The attitude in the department is that we've just been done a huge favor. Well, they're probably right.
What about the local cartel? Are you just gonna let them go?
At least they're part of us. We'll deal with them over time, always have. New Orleans is pretty clean that way, you know.
Well, that's the illusion, isn't it?
Look, I'm not totally in agreement here either, but what can I do? These guys are not about to get caught. I'm disappointed about the book, too. Next big murder case I get, I'll call you in and we'll do that one up right, okay? In fact, I could probably dig up some old cases and you could spice them up.
No, thanks.
Let's see.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
Look, the department's not interested.
So, couldn't you make them interested?
With what? I've got 7 bodies and still no leads. The voodoo angle's worthless. And besides, these people aren't hurting anybody but out-of-town drug dealers and hitmen.
The voodoo stuff is not worthless. It's the key to the whole thing. And these people are dangerous.
He's right.
They need to be stopped.
Okay. You want me to reopen this case? Prove what you just said.
What do you mean?
You need to prove there's a legitimate voodoo cult in New Orleans. Prove that they're a threat. Get me a lead on the cult.
Okay. So now we know what we have to do next. But for now, let's get going. We now know what to do.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Later, Knight.
There is not.
So after this, next time around, we're going to go try and find that lead that we need. And next time, we will continue and get in the process of reopening the case. As always, this is Rich Kale here on YouTube, Rich Gen X elsewhere, Richard of the Classic Gamers Guild, inviting you to subscribe to the channel, check out some of the other playthroughs I've done, which include such Sierra games as Shivers, Lighthouse of Dark Being, Torrance Passage, and a few other games from other companies. Until then, take care. Bye all.